What's happening, y'all? This is your boy D Blaze back with another one, courtesy of Geekdom 101 Top 10 Gohan Moments in Dragon Ball Z History. Now, before I get into this video, I will have to say Gohan was one of my top 5 favorite people to watch on Dragon Ball Z. Didn't get to later on in the series, he still is, but barely. Then when you get to Dragon Ball Super, I'm sorry to say, he became a straight bitch. Like, how the hell you go from beating the living hell out of Cell, that rhymes, to being Frieza's punching bag? Like, like he basically became the Yamcha of Super Saiyans. Hell, even Kid Trunks could beat him. And that is sad. That is so sad. Like, Gohan, what the hell happened to you over the years? Like, bruh. Oh my god. I just hope for the sake of Dragon Ball Super, they make him out to be to where he once was. And that was in mystic form. Or at least, hell, give Gohan a new form or something. Please. For the sake of me. But as usual, Geekdom 101's top list always is always dead on. I done rambled on enough. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? Let's go.
Dragon Ball Super has made Gohan a shadow of his former self, and that's not how I want to remember Gohan. So let's
Real
all go
shit.
back and remember the times when Gohan was everyone's favorite character. Before we officially begin, let me just say that this will only cover Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, not GT or Super. Let's go ahead and get it started.
GT Gohan was
Coming in
trash.
at number 10 is Gohan's extremely brave effort against Raccoon. Why is this on the list? Because Gohan's got balls, even for a kid. Raccoon just
Real
got
shit.
done wrecking Vegeta's shit, and Gohan went in there knowing he was the only hope they had and fought his ass off, and well, he wound up with a broken neck, but this first grader gets an A for effort. Number 9 on our list
That was
takes us
epic,
to
though.
the Room of Spirit and Time when Gohan first unlocked his Super Saiyan form. After training rigorously with his father,
Oh, yes.
Gohan felt that his father was taking it easy on him. And because Gohan, like I said in number 10, had huge balls, he pretty much pleaded with his father Goku to go all out. And when Goku went all out, he managed to tap into that hidden secret fire that Gohan had inside of him, allowing him to transform. Gohan's rage had always been his trump card, and in this instance, even
really
thinking
has,
about
though.
something happening to his loved ones was enough to make him snap, and it was all worth it in the end. Number 8 takes us to Planet Namek, and by the time that we had gotten to Planet Namek in the story, Gohan had already shown incredible bravery in the fight with Nappa and Vegeta. After being a witness to Dodoria's literal slaughter of a Namekian village, including children and elderly, Gohan could take no more. Although he tried his best to suppress his power, Dodoria's unthinkable and repulsive actions were too much for Gohan, as he couldn't just sit around and watch Dodoria slaughter another helpless Namekian child. Gohan sprung into action, booted Dodoria
That's
right
the
in his
Gohan I
grill piece,
remember.
and
The Gohan that
saved
did not
the
care
near-dead
if he was
Dende,
outclassed.
who of course would be extremely useful to them in the future. Number 7 on our list is from Dragon Ball Z Movie 12. When Janemba disrupts the barrier between the world of the living and the world of the dead,
Oh, yeah, I
it
remember
opens up
this
a
movie.
hole between the dimensions, which allows everybody from hell to come to Earth. Which of course meant that those in hell would walk the Earth once more, including Frieza. But Frieza's day wouldn't be a good one, as he would go face to face with somebody who he had not seen in years, and that's Gohan, the son of Goku. And Gohan, of course, proceeds to one-shot Frieza, one uppercut to the gut, sending him bye-bye, and sending all the other villains skedaddling.
Yes.
Ironically enough, in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, the tables were turned, as Frieza would be the one to one-punch man Gohan unconscious. What goes around comes around. Coming in at number 6 takes us all the way back to the chaotic fight with Vegeta from the Vegeta saga, where literally it took the combined efforts of Goku, Krillin, Gohan, and yes, even Yajirobe to fend off the prideful warrior.
Never thought I'd see that one.
At the end of the day, Gohan not only deflected back a very dangerous Genkidama, but after staring at Vegeta's artificial moon, transformed once again into a great ape and wound up, well, sitting on Vegeta. Vegeta had been able to take a 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha, Genkidama, he got his back slashed, but it was Gohan's controlled rage that sent Vegeta packing. Number 5 on our list is going to be a lot of people's number 1. And
I forgot
Gohan
how cocky this motherfucker was against Super Buu.
Super Buu seemed like an unbeatable opponent, especially when Gotenks' fusion ran out. But Gohan, recently reinvigorated with a huge power unlock from Old Kai, showed up and went face to face with Buu and gave him the most chilling words, maybe of his entire life. Fight you? No, I'm going to kill you. One of the best lines in the entire series. And then Gohan proceeds to pummel this guy over and over and over.
He basically became Gohan's bitch in this one.
Unfortunately, though, Gohan fucked up and didn't get the kill this time. But hey, it was fun while it lasted, right? To me, this may have been Gohan's last real, true, badass moment. Number 4 on our list takes us to Dragon Ball Z Movie 9 as Gohan squared off against the sinister Bojack. And with a little bit of inspiration from his daddy, also known as Goku Ex Machina, and Bojack pissing off our boy, Gohan let loose again, single-handedly running through Bojack's men, culminating in a huge right hand right through Bojack's gut, literally running through his ass. And all of this followed by an epic Kamehameha. Bojack got what he deserved for coming to Earth starting some bullshit with our boy. And I do think that not only is this one of the great animated scenes, hell, the entire movie has amazing animation, but it once again solidifies Gohan during this time of the series as the strongest
Bojack, you done fucked up, boy.
For a long time, I considered putting number 3 on the list as number 1, because although the moment isn't inherently badass, nor is it incredibly chaotic or violent, to me, in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, the movie, when Gohan discovers that Videl is pregnant with his daughter Pan, even though at that time they didn't know it was a girl, they didn't know what the sex was, to me, is one of the most amazing moments of the Gohan character. And really of all of Dragon Ball, because it is a moment that is so grounded in realism when a father discovers that his wife is pregnant with his first begotten child. And I felt that Gohan's reaction and everybody coming together for the reveal that Videl was pregnant was incredibly heartwarming, incredibly real, and I really would not be surprised if you watch this movie as a parent and aren't genuinely touched by the moment. So even if you criticize the film, and trust me, it's not a perfect movie at all, the scene where Gohan finds Videl is pregnant matters more than so many other classic fights, because it's one of the moments where Dragon Ball becomes more than just an anime. Number 2 on the list is Gohan's single-handed massacre of the Cell Juniors. Little fun fact. In the anime version, the animators forgot to count how many Cell Juniors were actually there and actually accidentally animated Gohan to kill 8 instead of 7. But I'm not complaining about that, because any extra sort of violence from Gohan, especially an angry, recently transformed Gohan, is always a thumbs up from me. This scene, to me, even more so than the incredible emotion behind Gohan did not care, is more important, because here we see Gohan dismantling in the most violent and furious way possible these Cell Juniors who were making mincemeat out of Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and all these other adults who were not as strong as him. Gohan ripped through these guys
as if they were nothing
that we would almost never see again from him. And I remember having the tape of this from Japan before it aired on Toonami, and when it did air, it was so censored, and I was so pissed, because even though I understood the censorship, I wanted people to see this uncut, to see
at
how
that moment
ruthless
Cell
this
knew
kid was. I
he done
always
fucked
revisit
up.
this scene at least once a year because, damn. So now you're probably wondering what scene made number one. Well, it should be no surprise. Come on now. What else can make number one on a Gohan moments list? It's unarguably this one.
Oh yes, this. Oh.
Seriously, could it be
Oh
anything else?
yes.
I've heard people call this the greatest scene in the entire series, and I've had others state that not only was it the best performance of Masako Nozawa's career, but also some people have actually said that it's the greatest scene in the history of anime. I don't know about that. I have to give it some thought, but saying it's the best scene for Gohan
concerning Gohan,
is almost
yes,
impossible to argue against. This scene has been talked about for many, many years from many, many fans as their favorite. And I'm talking about the original Japanese
it's
version,
one of my top
which
moments.
played a special song called Day of Destiny Spirit vs. Spirit by Hironobu Kageyama as Gohan,
I have to look up that song.
183 episodes of build-up, finally takes his place as the king of Dragon Ball. And to me, is unquestionably the greatest Gohan moment in Dragon Ball Z. Did you agree with the list? Well, even if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. And I hope that Gohan someday gets his moment in the sun once again. Thank you for watching the video.
That's what we
Remember
all
to
are hoping
subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will catch your ass down the road.
Honestly, Gohan, he deserves that moment in the sun. Just like in Dragon Ball Z, I could agree with the number one spot. The moment when he surpasses everybody and mastered the transformation to Super Saiyan 2. The first to ever do it. And then later on came Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, the whole 9 yards. But some of those I could agree. Some of those I could agree with. The others I wish they were in different orders. But hey, honestly, above all, good list from Geekdom 101. Hey, and I always love watching his top 10 moments in any anime. Now, without further ado, I'm going to close this out by saying deuces, be easy. Everything's going to be included down in the description below. And y'all have a good one. Blaze out.